very good evening, good morning, good afternoon to all of you, and a warm namaste from me. My name is Ashish Sadekar, and I'm going to talk today on disciplined agile, optimize your way of working or optimize your wow. Superb. So, first of all, before I go ahead, no, I hope you can hear me, you can see me, you can no see the screen. Just give me a chat, no, give me a thumbs up on the chat or say yes on the chat, and it will help me. Yeah, I hope you can hear me. That's good. Okay, I've not got a message. Say yes on the chat if anyone can. I think yes. Okay, great. Okay, you have question and answer. Thank you so much. Great, Shubhra. Thank you so much for the confirmation. We have a good audience today, and this is a little about me. I love project management, and it is a very broad spectrum. And I love doing what anything in project management, including this webinar. And no, I have been talking about disciplined agile for quite some time, and no, we have been giving a lot of innovative original content on disciplined agile. So today I'm going to talk about a very generic topic about optimize your way of working, but I'm that using the topic to go deep into disciplined agile. So I'm going to show how you can actually work, actually, not theory. So a part of my discussion would be on how actually you can do and optimize your way of working in the current situation that you are into. So how you can use disciplined agile or how you can optimize your way of working in any current given situation you are in. So that's what I'm trying to show you, how practically you can use this toolkit. Right, guys. So I think most of you are aware about disciplined agile, right? Most of you are aware about disciplined agile, if I'm not wrong. And it was acquired, okay, by PMI in 2019. It was acquired by PMI in 2019. So I am going to launch a poll. One second. I'm going to launch a poll for you, and I'm just going to launch it. Okay, super. So I'm going to do a poll for you. So here you go. Come on, everyone. What do you think is disciplined agile? Disciplined agile was a strategic move by PMI and acquired it in 2019. And they launched it in USA and India in 2020, and then of course all over the world. Just wanted to check the awareness. Come on, everyone. Okay, almost 60-70% answered. Okay, lovely. I gave you a minute. Okay, I'm ending the poll. Okay, and majority said it's a methodology. 54% said it's methodology, and 38% said it's a practice, and 8% said it's a toolkit. Nobody said just another agile gimmick, right? So disciplined agile was in existence. I think there is not much awareness in this group on disciplined agile, but disciplined agile was in existence from 2006, okay, when Scott Amler started as a part of IBM. Mark Lyons joined a little later, and together they actually legally separated from IBM the disciplined agile offering in 2012, and they have been doing a lot of interesting stuff from 2012 until the time PMI buys it in 2019. Now, disciplined agile is started with a lot of us as one of the strategic buys of by PMI, and one of the strategic offerings in the agile space from PMI. Right, so that's where it all started. So you would like to know, okay, why they bought disciplined agile. Now, if you have noticed that there are already, okay, more than 100 practices available in agile space. In fact, there are a lot more, but no. So Deloitte had done a famous YouTube, which I shown in the not YouTube, tube types London markings, where they showed that there are so many offerings in this agile space that many people use different, many teams, many organizations use different agile offerings for their organization. Ever wondered why does one agile practice does not work for all the teams, even in one organization? Ever thought about that? Because, and I think the reason is obvious, okay? The reason is pretty obvious because every team is different. Every team dynamics is different. Every team in itself, the situation within the team is different. The situation in which team has to do the project is different. And so you have a unique situation and a unique team to deal with. And therefore, one practice of agile may not suffice. In fact, there is a quote on Spotify, okay, a great European brand, and no, they did pretty well in the early 2010s, okay, and many companies started copying what they used to do, right? And then the CIO of Spotify has internet kind of it's there in the public domain. He said that Spotify, as the situation changes, they adopt to new things and new ways of doing things. And therefore, if you're copying our earlier method, it is not relevant in the current times. The crux of what I'm trying to say is the situation changes. You need to be different with every situation, and you need to continuously improve on what you are doing. You need to be a better version of yourself. So one practice may not be the right practice to do that. It will plateau over a period of time. Okay. So here is disciplined agile. I'm cutting the story short because I want to show a practical scenario for you. The disciplined agile in this situation, okay, helps you by, okay, leveraging all these practices and methodologies which are available in the market and helping you to provide the right option or the tool which can be effective in your situation. So disciplined agile is neither a practice or a methodology. It's a toolkit. What it does essentially, it leverages a lot of things already done in the market. It's like an umbrella to all these practices, even the traditional waterfall, to the safe, to the scrum, to the lean, okay, and okay, so it actually gets into the lean agile community and provides you the best option given your situation. So PMI has cleverly used a nice word called hybrid toolkit, okay, which says that given a situation, you can use any of the things which is more applicable for you. Okay, so it is a guided toolkit. It provides you the guidance to help you to make a decision, right? And this is some slide which I had done 3 years back, and no, this is a lot of people have used this slide. So in fact, in the Google images, if you type disciplined agile, you will get this slide as okay, no, on the top of the things which we had developed at ProThoughts. And the idea of developing this slide was tell you that disciplined agile not only leverages all these practices, but has a lot of content and a lot of meat in itself to cater to inculcate agility within the organization. So these are a lot of things that you can actually practice within the disciplined agile toolkit. Right. I'm not going to talk more about that, but if I had to talk in a nutshell about disciplined agile, it tells you, okay, you are not restricted to one practice or one methodology. In fact, you get a freedom to choose among the variety of practices all over the globe, okay, or all over the organizations, and gives you the guidance to improve continuously for your project or for your organization. So I think that's in a nutshell, disciplined agile is all about, right? Uh, and it has famously coined the acronym WOW, way of working, which helps you, okay. So disciplined agile typically targets you to help you choose your wow or your way of working, and over a period of time, improve your wow or your way of working. So that's in a nutshell what disciplined agile is trying to achieve, right? If you have any questions, anything, please keep on asking in the question and answer panel that you have. Okay, I will be happy to answer that. I love having a casual interaction session rather than a very formal webinar sort of thing. So interrupt me at any time and I'm happy to answer the questions as well. So Kunal, rather than raising hand, just type a question and answer. There are a lot of people in the audience, so we can't give the um, kind of talking opportunity, but answer a question, put a question in the question and answer panel and happy to answer the question. Right. I show this to a lot of people during my webinars, and I'm showing this video after a long time, but this will help you to understand disciplined agile, because only 8% of people actually know disciplined agile from the audience, which I polled right now. So I would like to show you the video, what is all about disciplined agile and what's the scope of disciplined agile, to which teams does it cater to. Okay, have a video, look at the video, please.
The best, most complete toolbox in the world won't be much use if you can't find the right tool for the job at hand. That's why most professional mechanics use those big rolling metal tool chests with multiple drawers and half a ton of capacity. They enable mechanics to find just the tool they need when they need it, without having to waste time. Disciplined Agile works the same way. Its process blades have been organized into 4 nails. The foundation there provides the conceptual underpinnings of the Disciplined Agile Toolkit. This includes the principles, promises, and guidelines of the Disciplined Agile mindset. Fundamental concepts from both Agile and Lean. Fundamental concepts from serial traditional approaches, roles and team structures, and the fundamentals of choosing your way of working. The next layer up is the disciplined DevOps layer, where DevOps is the streamlining of solution development and operations. Disciplined DevOps is an enterprise class approach to DevOps. It includes disciplined agile delivery, security, data management, release management, support, and IT operations. As we move up, the next layer is the value stream layer. The value stream layer works to achieve business agility, the quick realization of business value predictably, sustainably, and with high quality. Three are unique to the value stream layer: portfolio management, product management, and program management. It shares research and development, business operations, strategy, governance, marketing, continuous improvement, and sales with the next layer up, which is the Disciplined Agile Enterprise layer. The Disciplined Agile Enterprise layer focuses on the rest of the enterprise activities that support an organization's value streams. It includes enterprise architecture, people management, information technology, asset management, transformation, finance, vendor management, and legal. So there you go, a disciplined agile toolbox complete with drawers, or in this case, layers, to keep things organized. So you can find exactly what you need to address the challenges you face when you need it without having to waste time.
Lovely. I think the crux of this slide says that disciplined agile is geared for the entire enterprise rather than just a development team. Because when I say agility, it's for the entire enterprise. You can't just have one team improve its agility when there are other teams also geared to actually help achieve, okay, or delight the customers and help achieve the organizational agility. So disciplined agile is a vast toolkit, and it has, okay, 143 decision points, under 143 decisions that you can help take to improve. For this is only for the implementation teams or the development teams to kind of take decisions, okay, regarding their projects, okay, and significantly reduce the risk. Okay, and within each decision point there are multitude of options, okay, which helps you to, okay, achieve agility in a very systematic and stepwise manner, okay, where when I say stepwise, at every step you're becoming better and better than the previous step. So disciplined agile provides that guidance and for you to be better at your outcomes. And the guidance is taken from the lean agile community. So it's not a one time that 143 decision points. You can there's always there is a feedback from the community, and it can be 144, 145 over a period of time. So it keeps on adding, deleting things, etc. So disciplined agile reflects what are the different project considerations so that you can take right choices without worrying about what process, or without worrying about the process overheads that anyone can have. So this is a little nutshell about disciplined agile. And like I said, disciplined agile is not only for the IT or the project managers or the agile team. Everyone in the organization needs to be agile. And it can be, like you have just seen, it's for the enterprise, the value stream layers, which can be strategy, product, portfolio management, enterprise procurement. All the teams in your organization can actually use this toolkit to be effective in their projects or in their work, right? Uh, One of the great things when I actually did disciplined agile, okay, and I got fascinated about that, is that it is not talking about a single thing that is the best thing that you should do. It tells you about that you have choices, and you can choose, okay, depending on what is your context. So even this life cycles, okay, so disciplined agile does not say that, okay, agile is the best or lean is the best. Depending on the situation, it actually provides you guidance on which life cycle would be the best life cycle. Even it proposes some of the options from the traditional or waterfall life cycle, if that works. Okay, so these are the different life cycles you have in your disciplined agile. No, and this is a prerequisite to, nor is one of the steps in choosing your wow. Right, I'm not going into details on this, and no, uh, this is the landscape. Okay, it covers a lot of this. No, if you see, you can consider this as function teams. So they have different guidances for all these teams in terms of decision making, so that they can focus on their work rather than worrying about which process is the best process in the current scenario. So it gives you various options for all these teams within your organization. So the landscape, the scope is pretty broad for disciplined agile. So if you see, uh, no, for example, if you take uh, uh, the Scrum or a Lean, okay, they would be, okay, only doing, say, a Scrum life cycle, or Lean would be focused like doing a Kanban. Even if you take a Safe, uh, they might be, okay, uh, only doing, say, no, release management and no, maybe no, release management, or two three of this, like product and portfolio. It is not, it is like the Safe as well. Okay, the considerations are actually around 20 to 30% on what is the scope of disciplined agile. So the scope of disciplined agile is more vast, more broader, and it is, okay, geared for every individual, in fact, of the organization. And it's also easy, and that's what I'm going to show you. Okay, so disciplined agile provides you that decision points, okay, in the form of process goals, right? So this process goals, disciplined agile has cleverly, okay, used, okay, different scenarios, and they have capsulated all the scenarios in the form of process goals. So this process goals helps you to take a decision or arrive or reach a goal. Every decision will have different options. I will show you some. Okay, but these are, okay, 21, I guess, the process goals that you have, okay, to do this. So I have shown one process goal called explore scope here. Okay, I have shown one process goal called explore scope, and this explore scope has multiple decision points. You know, explore scope is similar as gathering requirements. So how to gather requirements? What are the best ways to gather requirements? Discipline Agile has covered that aspect in terms of all the considerations that you require to gather requirement terms of the decision point. For example, if you go to explore usage, the second, okay, decision point, and you will typically see there are two options here: user story and user story map. Now, if I were doing agile, okay, and I talk with a lot of people from this community, and most of the people are exposed on this two three things, like they know user story or a user story map, and they typically do that. They are unaware about what are these other things, okay, to know, gather requirements. They are completely unaware. So disciplined agile provides these options of different options which they have no leverage from different practices, and they have given these options as trade-offs. Trade-offs are positive, negatives about that option. Okay, and they have put it in a book called Wow Book or on the DA browser. I will show you that. And that options helps you to make your decision points. So, so only this options, probably many people like a very wise coach or a very experienced coach would be aware of this. Very insignificant population of the agile community would be aware of this. So disciplined agile takes you to that level, okay, and acts as a coach to provide you that different options that you can actually take while considering, okay, how to collect requirements, right? So this is something which is like the trade-offs and options. I'm going to show you the actual DA browser with some options, and that will help you to understand a little bit about how to use it practically as well. Now, in disciplined agile, okay, we call, although the Scrum Master is a certification name, they use team lead, which is the agnostic name. Uh, no, no, who actually leads the team. And typically, in a lot of organization, different teams, okay, need a different type of team lead, okay, because like I said, one size does not fit all. So maybe the team lead may take the persona of a project manager in a some uh, no traditional organization. It He or she can be a scrum master in some other organization. So he can be, for a portfolio manager, he can be a manager. So the team lead, okay, is a team lead for a project, and he can be a different type. Okay, may not be the scrum master always in all the projects that he's doing, right? So team lead is a meta role, and that's a big differentiation than what, okay, it happens. Uh, I have a scenario here, and no, and no, just to have a case study around the scenario where there is, okay, in the limited time that we have, there is a 50-member team, okay, it's assembled, and it's like a 2 3 year long project that we are developing a new product, okay. There are various approaches. There has been people who are using, agile as well as traditional in big bank, and the leadership is not sure what approach the team should use to develop the product. Okay, there are many other approaches in the market. So how we should go about doing these things is the question, right? And I would like to now, okay, show a different browser for that. So you can always go to the DA browser. Okay, if you type on the internet, okay, it will take you to the DA browser, which actually tells you about the different process goals. So I had shown you this explore scope with, okay, the different decision points and the different options that you have. And if you click on this option, okay, you can see down here, okay, it shows you, okay, with highlighted what this option really means. Okay, what this option really means, what is the advantages or disadvantages of this option, which is highly desirable in which situation. So it is properly explained with these options and the trade-offs. So it gives you a little definition of the option and the option trade-off. If you need to read more, there are also links, or you can actually read more on the internet, right? So one of the things is, okay, if you want to see what are the potential options, one is the evolve way of know your way of working, okay, that you can uh, know explore about this. Okay, so one is the select the life cycle. So if I go here, select the life cycle, uh, there is serial, which is your waterfall, and there is also agile, okay, and then there is scrum life cycle, okay. And if you see the scrum life cycle, This life cycle is a component of the agile life cycle, just subset, but it only works, okay, for developing the product, okay, and the rest of the things like inception, whether the stakeholder is aligned with your vision or you as a team are aligned with the stakeholder vision, is out of consideration. So here they are written, if you want to use Scrum, you should use the Agile life cycle, which is one of the good options to start with, which is based on Scrum, but it's a disciplined Agile way of working, which has, okay, all the three phases, right? Construction, which is the development, but before that, the inception, whether the alignment is there with the stakeholder vision, etc. So there are a lot of reasons why you should take this life cycle or why you should not take this life cycle. For example, it is said that no agile life cycle may not work in disciplined agile when the requirement change more often than not. And, like on a weekly basis, it changes. Your iteration is for 2 or 4 weeks. Then this might not be a good option, right? So it has given a lot of, okay, options for you to consider, okay, and it is for every team. So one team can choose safe, the other can lean, the third can be agile as well. So that is also a possibility in a disciplined agile environment in a single organization. So these are the various options that, okay, that you can actually choose, get guided on how to work in a disciplined agile setup. Okay, no, I know the time is a constraint here by doing this, and but the whole crux of this is to help you, okay, to guide you, choose your best option and remove your process overheads, give you more content, more knowledge in helping you to choose the best option, which you may not be aware as well, right? So that's what typically know this, know process goals or the way of working with it. So ideally, by doing this, you are optimizing your way of work. Optimize, according to me, is okay, not wasting any, reducing your waste, okay. You're not spending time on something which will not give you better outcomes. You're choosing the right thing, okay, with proper guidance and being better at your outcome, and that is nothing but agility, right? So I wanted to show you that, okay, that piece, that that will actually help you to understand how to go about doing things, and that is a very good way. And in fact, for every team, even say a security team or a research team or strategy team or a procurement team, legal team, there are similarly various options for them to do their work or choose their way of working. So you can imagine that extensive work done in the toolkit called discipline design. Okay. Okay, Sonia has asked that the DA browser is free or paid. Okay, it's available on PMI. Yeah, it's a PMI property. It's free of charge. If you want to have a book, it's paid book. But the browser which I showed is on the internet. And no, there are a lot of companies, in fact, okay, who are using disciplined agile. And I got this slide from PMI. And I think there are more than, because this is a little older slide that I have. And in fact, no, I am expecting some good news on disciplined agile from PMI. They're revising certain things on disciplined agile, which I hope that it will increase the demand in the coming days. This is what I am thinking. So this is the good snapshot of the top companies that your disciplined agile is using. Right. Many people like this slide about what is the positioning of disciplined agile. But before that, I wanted to show you that there was one question which I didn't answer by Sanjoy. which says that, no, is there any certification on coaching? So disciplined agile is a journey and it mimics the Shuhari. Shuhari is known for the beginner, intermediate, and the master level. And disciplined agile starts from the, no, the beginner level of DASM, which is disciplined agile scrum master, and then proceeds to the intermediate level, which is the senior scrum master. And then there is disciplined agile coach. And that's typically the journey to master your disciplined agile. And when you become a coach, that's the starting point of coach, not the end of the mastery, but the starting of the mastery. So Sanjay, your question about, okay, PMI have any plan on certification agile coaching? This is the certification on the agile coaching, disciplined agile coach. And DVSC is on the organizational agility, where they have introduced a new certificate, okay, with net objectives, and which is very interesting concept called DVSC. So I'm not going into details now on this, but if I had to show this, the certifications, right? I would actually compare different certification market. So DSM is something which is online with the CSM. Okay, no, a little. I would, in my mind, no, rate it higher because it includes the lean principles and the lean part very nicely, and I love that about the DSM. It gives you not only the introduction about the Scrum or the Agile life cycle that we call, but it extends themselves and tells you about how to choose your wow and gets into the lean world as well. So I rate it a little higher there. And then you have DSSM, which is the intermediate thing, and then the DAC. And the DVSC is at the organizational level to increase agility at the org level and increase your value stream. Okay, and that's a very focused certification how to do that. So I think all these certifications are very practical in nature, which you can apply it in your workplace. And I always feel knowledge is a great intervention. Theory or knowledge is a great intervention for your practice. Otherwise, you're doing the same thing without the knowledge or the theory. Okay, so that's something which is okay, uh, very important. So great. So this is a little bit about the things I had. Right. So yeah, I will answer questions, but yeah, first I will just go through a little bit of the things, and then probably I will go to the question answer, which I reserve the last 15 minutes specifically to do that. Great. So this is all about, I showed in nutshell what is disciplined agile, and you know, typically how you actually use disciplined agile in practical way by using the DA browser and optimize your way of working. We have some 10 to 12 episodes on the project podcast, okay, that we have, and typically it's on disciplined agile, so you can hear it out, okay, the project podcast, and give your feedback. It's all on Amazon, Apple, and Spotify, and Google, and Anchor as well. So you can hear the episode, give our feedback, you what you like to hear as well, and we can make episodes on that as well. Uh, Also, no, I would encourage all. Okay, I will encourage all to join the. Okay, sorry, my thing went here. I will just again do this. I will encourage all to join our LinkedIn group. Okay, I'm just making it share again. And this is one of the largest disciplined agile certification prep group that we have, and we put a lot of knowledge on this. If some people are already a part of the group, no, I think they would know. I would love to hear the feedback, but we keep on updating with a lot of things on that group. It's the second largest group after the disciplined agile group started by Scott Amler in the world. So please join, and happy to have you as a collaborator on the group as well. I'm also putting the LinkedIn group, which you can join. Okay, it's in the chat. You can uh, so you can know use this on the screen as well, the group to join. You can send us the request and we'll happy to accept your request and include you as a part of the group if you are thinking about disciplined agile. And before I answer your questions, I already have a few. We have the coach training coming up in the mid-March and disciplined Scrum Master training on the 4th and 5th of March 2023. It's designed for a global audience, and we have people from the North America, even Africa, and even Australia. So we have designed the timings accordingly, right? So if you are interested, please put your message there. And before I say a thank you, I would like to do the questions and answers for all of you. And as I'm reading the questions and answers, I will like to do the DA polls and no, you can give your feedback on that. And as I enter into the question and answer session. So please go ahead and rate. And if you can know the poll is launched, so you can just answer this on the poll while I answer your question and answer. So I think Sonia is asking, I'm already PMP certified and working in a functional organization where PMO working comes up in organization in a disciplined manner, but with low decision-making powers, and the PMO is still evolving. What kind of certification will work best from me from this shown in the slide? Considering this scenario, considering I will continue to work in the same organization. Okay. I think certifications is a great catalyst. Okay. You can call it an enabler as well. Okay. But if there is a low decision maker power and PMO is still evolving and the PMO needs to be evolved, okay, I'm not too sure that data points I will be in a position to recommend a certification. Uh, uh, so it's a mix of a lot of things, okay. Maybe no, you need to work with your management team as well about if there is an issue in terms of the decision making or whatsoever. uh, but if you're interested, okay, today the world is changing to agile, and we are working towards agile setup because, okay, you need uh, learning based methods rather than a performance based method like a PMP or a traditional way of project management. Now the PMP has agile component as well, but uh, there are, the idea was on performance. So now we are calling a learning based method. So uh, in an agile setup, I am a proponent of disciplined agile, which actually leverages a lot of these practices and gives you the best choice given your situation. So I am a proponent. We do uh, no disciplined agile, but depending on the context, what you are doing or your team is doing, it can be a CSM also can be a possibility. It's a great start if you are new to agile. Safe, covers aspects which actually is a prescribed method for providing doing things in a no spoon fed manner. So it works to a point. Okay, all these things, even Lexus, okay, less ness, all these methods are designed and they work because they are for a particular solution situation. But if you want to go across the umbrella in a long term, and cover a lot of situations, disciplined agile has that umbrella vision which can leverage all these practices. So I think I can't pinpoint an answer to you, Sonia, but no, we can talk offline and get more details to provide a proper solution on this. Right. Okay. So thank you so much for answering the poll here. Okay, I'm closing the poll. And there is another question that Abhishek has. Would you recommend someone to go for DA certification directly without in-depth knowledge on other areas of Agile? Yeah, so great question, Abhishek. So Abhishek, okay, DA is designed for everyone in the organization, even with no knowledge on agile. So the first step in DA is the ASM, which is the for the beginner in agile. So or agile and lean. So I will definitely encourage someone to do the starting level, the DSM, okay, for someone who is the beginner in agile. So yeah, so disciplined agile definitely works for them. Any other questions, anyone? So if no questions, we will wind up early then, okay, 10 minutes early. And I wish you a great day ahead and good night for my Indian friends. And have a great day, others, okay. And I will see you soon. If you have any questions, anything, any guidance requested, please drop me a mail on my LinkedIn. I will be happy to connect you with the LinkedIn and happy to answer any query on Disciplined Agile for you. Thank you so much, and Om Namaste from me. Bye. See ya. Thank you so much. Bye.